Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for a brand new video on SLRE. We're back with the SLRE career mode episode number 5, and as I've already informed you on the ending of the previous video, today is a special video. Today it's time for yet another Rally 70s car championship, and what is special about this video, as we see the beautiful Renault Clio 3 which helped us dominate the previous championship, we're actually gonna be trying to complete a championship with the slowest car in the entire game. The slowest car in the entire game is in the Rally Car 70s category, and it is the Abarth. It is an Abarth with only 70 horsepower. Of course it's light, it's 720 kg. Last time in the Rally 70s Championship we drove the fastest car, which was the BMW 2002 Ti with 195 horsepower. Even the Lancia has 165, and you know, the Mini Cooper is still faster, but this car right here has 70 horsepower and 85 torque. It's front wheel drive, it's not a rear wheel drive car. Let's listen to the engine that it has pretty much, and I hope it sounds at least well. Well, it sounds good indeed, but this was and this is the hardest challenge you can put yourself into in this game. Slowest car against literally a 195 horsepower car. Can we do this? Away we go for the first stage of this championship. It's actually an Italian stage. Tarmac could help us out, and I'm gonna say this before anybody says, oh, you make it first try. I've sat on each event around an hour. It was the hardest thing I've ever tried out on this game, and I finally understood, like, realistic difficulty is quite hard, but it had to be hard by driving the slowest car in the game. So you'll see why this car is so slow, but for now these are actually my best efforts, and I got the gold, but it took me a while. Like, it took me 1 hour here, 1 hour on the next rally, 1 hour on the next rally. Like, I remember myself even slipping and waking up the other day to actually complete a rally because I just couldn't bother anymore. Like, it was very hard. Well, I'm gonna let you enjoy for a little bit some gameplay, and yeah, just enjoy this beautiful stage around Italy in the Abarth.
Left 3 plus over bump into right 4 long into left 5 plus. Left 5 and right 5 into left 4. Right 4 long into left 5 70. Right 4 into left 5 60. Right 4 tightens long. Left 4 long tightens. Right 4 plus 40. Right 5 tightens and left 4 into right 3 into left 2. Right 5 50. Caution, right 2 and left 5 and right 3. Hairpin left and left 4. Right 6 tightens. Left 3 plus long. Right 6.
The trick actually with this car is to not actually lose a lot of revs. Like, the revs need to be high and pretty much be on the throttle almost on every single corner. Like, lift off, don't brake too much and all that, and that's how we actually got our first gold medal after a lot of tries to actually win with a comfortable gap of 2.5 seconds. But still, it wasn't that easy. Like, I was losing time on some sectors, others I was faster. Next up, single stage around Mexico. So let's see how this one is gonna go. But still, like, it's such a tricky situation, this one, that you have to go through with this car. It's so hard to get used. Like, you don't get the feeling that you're going slowly, but you are going slowly. Like, if you can see there, I'm only going with 60 kilometers now, or 40. You have to be on the throttle constantly to increase the revs, always be on the limit. Like, if you go through a slow corner, shift down to second gear to bring the revs up and have the maximum acceleration, because you're literally fighting up against BMWs and Lancias with 160 horsepower and 195 horsepower respectively. Like, you have to be on the limit if you want to beat such fast cars, and that's what I did. And I have to say, as much as it was frustrating to try and beat some much faster cars, it was very enjoyable, and I actually experienced the maximum difficulty of this game. I feel like there's nothing more difficult that you can do in this game. So if you own this game and you want a real challenge, do this. Look at this jump. Oh, that's crazy. Such a blind jump there. It's such a scary jump whenever, if you don't know the stage, you're so scared when you go through there. But thank God I've learned the stages very well so far in this game.
Into right 6 into left 6. Left 6 into right 6 into left 6 over crest 50. Left 4 and bump and right 3 plus. Left 4 and jump into left 6 into right 6. Left 5 into jump into right 4 long 40. Left 6 50. Right 3 into left 3 opens. Right 5 and left 5. Right 6 very long 50. Right 4 minus. Left 5 60 over crest. Left 6 plus 60. Right 5 and left 6 into right 6 plus and left 2. Left 6 plus and right 6 plus and left 4 plus long 50.
It is quite literally on the limit. As you can see on the previous sector, we lost a little bit of time, but this final sector could actually give us a victory there. Okay, I just teleported through the finish line. Don't matter. Doesn't really matter. Let's see, golden medal. There we have it yet again. But you literally have to be on the limit. You saw me running just a little bit wide there. You had to do that. You have to do that in order to be fast. And look at this. Once again, only 2 seconds ahead of the guy on second position. So this is actually the closest fights we're going to be having with the AI. And next up, and there's a lot of rallying there in this championship in comparison to the previous episode where we had a lot of like different events. This one, single stage around Sweden, and this was actually the toughest one. This is the one that I've actually had to let go one day. Like I've played, I remember 2 hours at night and I couldn't beat it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna sleep now, I'm gonna wake up in the morning, and we made it. This is the morning run that I've had, and I finally beat this stage. So enjoy this stage because it's a phenomenal stage. It's me driving on the absolute limit, and you know, despite not starting off very well, you're gonna see that in the first sectors. You can see later on how we managed to turn this whole stage around in just a couple of corners. So yeah, it was quite a fantastic stage in my opinion. Probably one of the most exciting stages I've had so far in this game.
Left 4 60. Right 5 minus 160. Right 6 tightens 60. Left 4 over crest and right 4 plus 200. Crest and left 6 long 90. Right 6 long tightens 4 and left 5.
Second sector, increasing the gap there. We're not really decreasing it, and it's going up to 5 tenths. It's not a huge gap, even though I'm literally on the limit. Like there's nothing else I could do to go a little bit faster. As you can see, cruising even more up to 1.2 seconds, and there's literally nothing else we can do. I feel like I'm driving on the absolute limit. There's like thousands of seconds that I'm missing out, so you can understand how slow this car is. But despite that, it's actually a very enjoyable car. Like being slow doesn't really make it not enjoyable. It's actually a very enjoyable car, and it has a very good sound. Surprisingly enough, it has a very good engine sound.
And caution, left 3 minus cut into right 4 long opens into left 5 40. Left 2 long long 60. Left 4 plus and jump 70. Right 2, 250 over crest.
Oh, we've run wide there. That's probably going to cost us some time. Let's see how this penultimate sector is going to be. Oh, actually decreased the gap to 1.2 seconds. Some thousandths of a second gain there. Onto the final sector. This is the fast part of this stage. So if we make it and gain enough time, it's going to be very hard to gain around how many seconds do we need to gain? Around 1.2 seconds in order to win on the limit. I haven't left off the throttle yet. This is the last couple of corners there. We need to slow down there for this left-hander, slightly run wide. Is that going to cost us a lot of time? This is going to be extremely close.
Finish.
This right-hander to end the stage is going to be a 5:03.6, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. It is a gold medal indeed. How much time did we gain there on the end? How much time did we gain at the end? A 1 second gap from the driver on second position. This is the closest racing we've ever had on this game. It's literally on the limit. There's nothing closer to this. Oh, we got a perfect trajectory then around the track that I hate. I don't really like this rallycross circuit. I don't really like. I don't hate it, but I just don't prefer it to the other one. So perfect trajectory. We've actually been introduced to this event on the previous episode. You just have to go through the cones. That's pretty much all about it. Follow the line, go through the cones, and make sure you finish on an appropriate time to get the golden medal. And if you actually run wide over the cones, you're getting a penalty, and which makes the time go faster, and you pretty much secured loss if you run wide. So you need to be very careful. Final corner. Let's try and take a tight line. Oh, that's the perfect line through there. And now through there, and we're gonna be now across the finish line after going through those cones. It's probably gonna be a gold medal, a fairly easy one, I suggest. And let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be fairly easy there. Oof, almost 900 points ahead of the golden medal. That was a very smooth round, we got to admit. Like, the handling of the car is very good. Like, it feels good, probably because it's slow. But next up, we got a gateway event around there, and this was not successful. Let's just say it just didn't go well. I couldn't successfully do it because over the jump, there was always something that I couldn't really. It was either the right gate or the left gate, so I had to turn mid-air, which is almost impossible. Look at this on the. It literally does this. It literally shows me where I need to go on the final second. Like, how am I supposed to know? Like, for this one, oh god, I hit the barrier. It showed me like a few meters away. Like some other cases. Oh, it's on the right. Made it. 200 points. It's also the timer there. Like other times, it just shows you right at the death. It just doesn't make sense. But like now, I know I need to jump through the middle. Other times, it's just so complicating. Left one. Oh god, I hit the barrier again. This is a terrible run. Oh god, this is terrible. This is terrible. I can't straighten the car. Jesus. This is so hard. This is the hardest episode of SLRE we've ever recorded. Right gate. And probably now across the finish line. 26 seconds remaining. Is this going to be a golden medal? I'm hoping so. This was very close actually. Oh, this was not good driving. It was still getting the golden medal there with 116 points ahead of the golden medal. And now, you've never seen that before. It's time for our first ever rally championship. So what does that mean? Monte Carlo and Sweden. So 2 stages in Monte Carlo, getting points, and 2 stages in Sweden and getting points. So that's how this thing works. Just like a proper championship. But it's the first time we've ever had something like that. So we're still getting new features in the game in this career mode. So it actually is quite exciting. Makes the whole game mode more exciting. Our first championship. Let's see, with the slowest car, can we win a championship in the junior category? So it would be quite interesting to see if we can win a championship straight away. So let's see how well we can do here on this first stage. So it works with overall, as you may already know from the rally whole format. Like if we win this with a 20-second gap, then the guy on second needs to be 20 seconds faster than us on the next stage if he wants to get the 25 points out of this event. I don't know how many points you get from the victory, but I just used an example. So yeah, we need to do very well on this first stage.
Caution, left 6 into right 5 minus, into left 4 minus, and right 3 minus 4.
And 9.8 second gap. This is that was unexpected. I'm driving very well, but I wasn't expecting a 9.8 second gap. That's huge.
Right 6 minus and right 6 minus 80. Left 6 and crest 60. Right 4 plus and left 3 minus 40. Right 4 plus and left 4 minus into right 4 opens. Right 6 into left 6 40. Right 4 long tightens and left 6 long and left 4 plus. Right 6 over crest into left 5 plus over bump 40. Right 6 and left 3 plus and right 6 plus 100.
Oh, and that's our first mistake there.
Right 4 plus
Just
and left
about our
2
first
right
mistake.
2 plus.
It's actually a fairly long stage, a 10-kilometer stage, so we still got a long way to go, and we shouldn't really
Left 6 over
get
crest.
carried away by our good first sector. We should still keep on pushing.
Right 6 minus and left 3 minus. Right 3 opens at 40. Left 6 into right 6. Left 5 40. Right 4 plus 80. Left 4 plus over crest into right 6 over crest into left 6 plus. Right 6 into left 6
15
40.
seconds.
Right 4 minus and
This
left
is
4
insane.
minus and right
This
4
is
plus.
insanity. I'm not even joking. This is a huge gap. How's it
How's
going to evolve? We still got 3 sectors to go. Like if I keep on pushing like that, we could end with a 30-second gap and pretty much be. We're not going to be pushing on the next stage because we're going to have a huge lead. So it's crazy for the time being. Let's see if we can hold on to that. Just when I speak, I make that stupid mistake there.
Left 5 plus 50. Right 4 long tightens 40. Caution left 2 plus 40. Right 5 tightens into left 6 plus and right 5 minus 50. Left 5 into right 6 40. Right 6 minus and left 5 minus long and right 6 over crest 150. Right 4 minus into left 3 minus and right 5 60. Left 5 plus over crest 40. Caution, right 4 minus and left 4 tightens. Right 480.
Why did I make contact with the wall there? Weird physics there. For the first time ever, we have some weird physics in this game. Interesting.
Left 6 plus 40. Right 6 and left 6 long 150. Right 6 60. Left 5 plus and right 6 over crest 40. Right 6 and left 5 plus into right 5 plus 40. Left 6 into right 6 long over crest tightens 40. Right 6 and left 4 opens 6 40. Left 5 40.
Oh, on the limit there. On the limit. Could have probably sifted up there and go a little bit faster, but still on the limit. And across the finish line, I bet that's going to be a huge victory for me there. First position, I just want to see the gap, and it's a 25 0.6 second gap. Didn't gain any time on the final sector, but still, that gave me a very comfortable lead going into the second stage here in Monte Carlo. And being honest with you, I didn't care about winning this one. I just took it very cautiously. Of course, I pushed a little bit here and there to try and get a respectable position, but I just couldn't care less. We had a 25 or 26 second lead, and it was just going to be an easy ride for me. Take it easy, just take the 20 or the winning points here in Monte Carlo. So yeah, just don't crash and just keep on going like very easily. You know, I didn't really push. I wasn't pushing for a victory here on this stage because I didn't need to. As you can see, 76 thousandths of a second slower there. That's very close on that first sector, but this is also a shorter stage, a 6 kilometer one, so this the chances of the winner actually gaining a lot of time on me are not very high. And as you can see, around the third sector, the gap is up to 6.7 seconds. It's not that huge. Like, the guy needs to gain 20 seconds on me on those final two sectors, and that's almost impossible. I just can't really drive so badly. So that I love this part. Look at this part of the stage. That's not even on WCA. Like, the way it narrows so much. It's such a crazy stage design. Oh, Milestone, please release another SLRE or another rally game. It's just, we need a new rally game from Milestone with such physics, just better graphics. I just want to see that on the new generation of consoles, or even on PC. Like, just bring back a rally game, Milestone. We need that. But either way, across the finish line, let's see how much is the gap. Of course, we didn't win this one. 7th position. Didn't really care, as I've already told you, and the gap is 6.6 seconds, wasn't even 7 seconds, so overall 19.7 seconds ahead of the guy on second position. So completely dominated this Monte Carlo event, and we're going to be getting the points of the win. So our main competitor is Daniel Axelson, and next up is Laroque, probably a French guy or something. But yeah, that's pretty much all about it right now. And on to Sweden now for the first stage. So if we dominate just like we did in Monte Carlo on the first stage, then we shouldn't really care about the second one. And I can already tell you, this is the stage that we've driven back in the review I made of the game, and we drove with a Renault Clio Group B car around here. So I know this stage, and I know that I can pretty much go flat out through every single corner with this car because it's not really fast, and I can actually go full throttle through every single corner. 2.1 seconds on the first sector. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Let's go.
Right 4 plus into left 6 plus 170. Right 5 long. Left 5 long, up right 670.
Up to 5 seconds, and I'm on the limit. Look at this. This is so much fun. This is so much fun because you're not lifting off the throttle, and you're pretty much going 120 kilometers per hour the whole time on a very slow car. This is just, and on the very light car as well. So look at this. Oh my god, this is so amazing. This is probably the most fun I've had so far in this game. 13-second gap, by the way. It's not going to be the same dominance as in Monte Carlo, but we can still gain here on the final sector and add up to our lead. Not a lot of kilometers remaining. These are the final corners now. And we've got this left-hander. Got to brake a little bit there for this left-hander. And across the finish line, 2.19.6 there. Let's see how much gap we're going to be having from the runner-up on this stage. First position, of course, we already knew that. And yeah, what a great stage that was. The gap is 12.4 seconds. Not that much like we had in Monte Carlo, but still it's a fairly comfortable gap with Daniel Axelson down into third. So Laroque is actually second, which helps out the situation even more. Of course, we need to finish ahead of Axelson if we want to win this championship. So 12-second gap, and we're driving around the stage that we know fairly well. This is the stage where it took me almost a day to complete the event there. So we know about this stage, we know how slow we can be around this stage, and we know that we can win this stage, but at that point I can't really bear with myself pushing so much again. It's going to be so tiring. But we can actually finish 12 seconds behind Exelson, so we can do this, we can do this. I have faith in my car. It looks like the Mr. Bean car, even though it's not, but it looks like it's like that sort of philosophy of car design.
Right 5 minus 160. Right 6 tightens 60. Caution, right 6 into left 5 and right 4 tightens. And left 5 long tightens and right 5. And right 4 minus and left 4 long 60. Right 3 and left 4. And right 6 long. And caution, left 3 minus cut into right 4 long opens into left 5 40. And right 6 into left 6. And bump caution, left 6 long, tightens 3. Right 6 and left 5.
This is some very slow corners there as we are reaching the final corners of this stage. This is where we gained a lot of time on the previous run. This right-hander right there. Whole different situation this one. A 5:01. Fairly decent time, I'm not gonna lie. 7th position again, just like we did on the second one of Monte Carlo. And the gap is a 5.9 second gap from Daniel Exelson, who actually wins this stage. So he couldn't actually beat us. Yet another victory with Daniel Exelson yet again second. So overall, we've won the championship, we've won the Swedish Rally, and we won the championship. As you can see, 25 points on its event. Pretty much having an overall 50 points, whereas Exelson had only 40. So, you know, we gained a lot of position in the world standings, up into 275th at the moment. And as always, we're going to be closing this episode with a rallycross race. So, junior championship. Yeah, about the rallycross race. I know this title will probably end up being a bit of a clickbait. That's why I'm going to be adding a question mark on the title. Look at this. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I'm currently driving the Alberth, and there was no way in any universe, with any type of luck, even if I cut corners, even if I crash with other drivers, there's just no way this Alberth can compete with the Lanciers and the BMWs. There's no way, there's no chance. So, unfortunately, I just couldn't hesitate, I just couldn't resist. We brought back the beautiful BMW for this event. Look at how much better acceleration it gets. Look at how much faster it is. Just look at it. We're already first. Like, I'm sorry guys, I tried my best with the Alberth, but it just didn't have any speed whatsoever. It didn't have any speed. I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry guys, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't do it, but I tried. I gave it my best shot, and I just saw that, you know, it was like a Williams trying to beat a Mercedes on F1 2020 with Ultimate AI. Impossible. Impossible. But yeah, I miss this car, if I'm honest. Like, the rear wheel driving feels very nice, feels very smooth. Such a nice car, such a fast car. I don't have to worry about the revs too much. It revs fairly easily. Nothing like the Alberth. Here with this car, I already have 100 kilometers. Now we're going up to 140, 150 there. Like, it's such a fast car. Compare 195 horsepower to 70 horsepower. There goes my window there. But yeah, like, it feels completely different, and as now the cars are going to be going inside the Joker, around a little bit wide there. Not every single car, only one car. And now we're currently going into the final lap, and I feel like all three of those cars are going to be going in for the Joker. We're trying to overtake the Lancia over there, slightly cut this corner. Oh, there was so much contact there with Wilk. So yeah, I feel like they're all going to be going in for the Joker. Yeah, the leader is in, second position in, and third position is in. So can we actually overtake them all? This is a much faster lane, and we are just about going to be going into first position. Not just about, it's actually a very comfortable lead there. Probably wasn't a good Joker for the leader. And around this final corners now, this right-hander, we're going to be winning with a BMW 2002 Ti. I know that this was not supposed to be an event for the BMW, but it's just a rallycross race. There was no way I could have done anything else. Like, there was no way in hell I could have beaten the AI with the Albert. Like, they were gaining on me around 5 to 6 seconds per lap. So we're gonna end this episode with 270th position, 273rd position, and the next episode we're gonna be going into a brand new category that we haven't ever been, the Class 4. And I feel like these are the cars like the Albert 131. This is that kind of category of cars. So I'm really looking forward to trying out a whole brand new category of cars in this game. I'm really enjoying this series, if I'm being honest. Like, it's probably one of the best rally games I've ever played in my life. So really enjoying it for the time being. But yeah, if you really enjoyed this video yourself too, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and share this video with any of your friends that are looking for rally content on games like SLRE. And yeah, till next video guys, which is probably going to be F1 2020. I'll catch you later. Goodbye.